Hello, welcome to the event that's organized by the Polish-Japanese Technology School. This program is financed by NAWA, and I'm your yoga teacher for today. My name is Magdą Kobosko, and for the next hour and a half, more or less, we'll be practicing yoga together. I hope that you are ready, but I've heard that not everyone is present yet, so my proposition is to start with the kind of rules of thumb in yoga before we even start the practice. So the first thing that's very important while doing yoga is a proper yoga mat. But this, as far as I know, you were equipped with and you have it with you. So the first thing is to unroll your yoga mat. The second thing is we practice barefoot. We never wear any kind of socks. Do not believe in socks in yoga, because you need a firm grip on the mat and you need to feel your feet. Another thing is, as you see, you have to be dressed comfortably, so it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it has to be also comfortable and nice to be right? So that's another thing. And well, I think that this is more or less all you need to know. You don't need much for yoga apart from your yoga mat, although I've prepared a book because I wanted to show you that there are things in our homes that we can use while practicing yoga. So I think that if we are ready, more or less, we can start very slowly, because as I know, people are still coming. And we'll start from a very simple position that's called Swastikasana. And in this position, we sit with our feet crossed. And if we find it hard, that's why I brought the book, right? So if it's hard for you to sit cross-legged because your knees go up, you should sit on something. Could be a thick book. And in this way, your knees will drop and you will sit more comfortably because your spine will have some support from the bottom. Put your hands on your knees, drop your shoulders, and very slowly breathe through your nose. Another rule of thumb in yoga is that we only breathe through the nose. We never breathe through our mouth. So just close your mouth and take a deep breath through your nose. Also exhale through your nose. And we'll take together 3 deep breaths. The first one. The second one. And the third one. Join your hands together. Press one hand to another and slowly close your eyes. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax your whole body. And then very slowly take a deep breath and exhaling, just drop your head towards your chest. Now inhale and lift your head. We'll change the way we sit. We always do it in yoga to be symmetrical. So cross your legs the other way around. And now put your left hand next to your left hip. Lift your right hand and lean slowly to the left. And stretch the whole right part of your body. Don't forget to breathe through your nose. Inhale and exhale at least 3 times. You can also look from under your shoulder. I have a beautiful blue Warsavian sky over me. And keep breathing. Then move to the other side. Put your right hand next to your hip and slowly lean towards the other end of the mat, and then look at the sky. and come back to the initial position. Change your legs again, and now interlace your fingers and push them, your hands in front of you, just as if you were pushing away the wall in front of you. So push the wall, straighten your back, keep a long spine, and now inhale, lifting your hands up. You can close your eyes, relax your face, relax your shoulders, but keep stretching your hands and keep stretching your back. Relax your hands and then move them back. Also, interlace your fingers and push your hands up, interlacing fingers. Maybe I will turn back for you to see how to do it. So we join our hands, we join our wrists, we cross our thumbs, and then we lift our hands up to open our shoulders. I know that it's a technical school, so many of you spend lots of your time by the computer. So opening your chest, opening your shoulders is crucial here. Try lifting your small fingers, those tiny fingers, up, and straighten your back. And then very slowly go down. Okay, we'll change again the legs. Now lift your both hands and turn to the left. Put your right hand on the left knee and put your left hand behind your back. And now push your knee with your hand and turn very slowly. Look over your shoulder, drop your shoulders, but keep working all the time. So keep breathing through your nose, keep turning, keep pushing your knee, and keep walking the fingers of your left hand. Come back to your initial position, lift the hands and turn the other way around. Put your left hand on your right knee, put your right hand behind you, and turn. Look over your shoulder, feel the stretch of your spine. Your head goes up, your shoulders go down, long neck. And we come back again to the initial position. Sit with your legs apart as far as you can. Again, if you have a problem with that and your knees go up, you can sit, you can take your book or whatever. In yoga we use wooden yoga blocks to sit on, but you can put it under your buttocks and then you can spread your legs even wider. Okay? Again, inhaling, lift your hands and then come forward until your fingers touch the grass in my case and the floor in your case probably, unless you are practicing outside, and keep walking your fingers forward. But also keep stretching your active legs. So push this part of your foot, you have to push forward, okay? And also this one, and you lean forward. At the end, you just drop your head and you take several, let's say 5 long breaths through your nose. Inhale and exhale. And very slowly go up, walking your hands towards your knees. Now join your feet in front of you. Press one foot to another. And then interlace your fingers and put them just under your feet. And press your fingers, press your hands with your feet. Drop your knees. and go up with your spine. So the tip of your head is as if you were hanging on a string. Your head goes up, your arms drop, your face is relaxed, the shoulders go down. You can move your head to the right, to the left. You can do some small circles with the tip of your nose, so you can just close your eyes, focus on the tip of your nose and start making circles to the left. First the very small ones, and then as they grow bigger, our head, shoulders, neck will relax. And we come back the other way around. So we start from a big circle and we go slowly to the center. Open your eyes, stretch your back, and then lean forward, keeping your feet with your hands and dropping your knees down. Stretch especially the lower part of your body, the lower part of your spine, and point your elbows towards the mat. Try to touch the mat with your elbows. Round your neck, drop your head, relax your shoulders and your neck. And very slowly inhaling, we go up. Grab your knees and join them. You can still stay on the book, but if you don't need it, just put it away. Okay? And then we'll sit with our feet apart again. And now we'll take our right foot and we'll put it next to the left thigh. So it touches the thigh. This leg is straight and the knee goes down. If your knee goes up, which happens sometimes, again, we have our book, so we can put it here. Also, if you have problems with knees, if you feel the pain in your knee, you can put something under it, just to make sure that it will be a pleasure and not pain. And now inhale, lift your hands and turn to your knee, and again, put your left hand on your right knee, put your right hand behind you, and go into a stretch. Open chest, long neck. Five more long, relaxing breaths. And slowly come back to the center. I think I don't need my glasses at the moment. And now change your legs. So straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Again, if there are problems with the knee, put something under it. Right? If not, if you can put it easily on the mat, let it just stay here. Okay? And now stretch, inhale, and then put your right hand on your left knee and left hand behind you. Keep breathing. Drop your shoulders, long neck, look over your shoulders. And then come back to the initial position. We will join our knees and now we'll move and we'll sit along the mat. So we'll join our toes and we'll sit firmly on our heels. Okay? And now we put our hands on our thighs and we push from our thighs in order to, again, elongate our whole body and especially our spine. And now start walking with your fingers towards the end of the mat, but still keep your keep your buttocks on your heels. So do it really slowly. You can make a stop from time to time. Inhale, and then push forward again. Inhale, and while exhaling, push forward. Very slowly. Your knees are apart, so your body will fall in between your thighs. And once you are very close to the mat, then you can just press your forehead to the mat. And take 5 long breaths. Again, inhale and exhale. And try, with each exhale, try walking a little bit further on. Feel your whole body stretch. Feel the right and left side of your body stretching. And now lift your head, look in between your hands and put your right hand on your left hand. And again, drop your head and stretch, especially the right side of your body. You should feel the gentle stretching in the right side of your body. Keep breathing. 5 more inhales. Exhale. And now move slowly to the right side of the mat. Put your right hand on the right side of the mat. Cover it with your left hand and then drop as if your whole body is very heavy. Drop your head and keep breathing. 5 breaths, long and relaxing. Feel that your body is dropping towards the mat and that the sides of your body are stretching. Stretch shoulders, stretch sides of the body. And now come back with your left hand to the left side of the mat. Lift your knees and lift your knees just over the mat, just a little bit. Just 5-7 centimeters over the mat. And drop them. And again, press your hands to the mat and lift your knees once again. And in this position, keeping your knees just over the mat, 5 long breaths. Again, don't stop breathing. And drop your knees. And now we'll go into the position that's very well known one in yoga, which is called a cat and a cow. So we all know what the cats look like when they stretch. So we press our hands towards the mat. We press our feet and our knees. The position of your spine is neutral. And now you inhale through the nose. As you exhale, you push your shoulders up, you arch your back just like the cats do, and you drop your head. And now we'll do the counter proposition, which is a cow. So inhaling, you lift your head, you look up to the sky, and your back is concave in this position. And let's do it 10 times. Just the pace is the pace of your breathing. So if you breathe very slowly, you can do it the slow way. Or if you decide to do it in more enthusiastic and more dynamic way, you can do it much quicker. Or you can change the pace. So, okay, let's do it. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. And once you've finished, just keep your body neutral, the position of your back neutral. And now we'll walk our hands towards the front of the mat to the position. Many positions in yoga are based on the animal behavior. So this position is called puppy. So you press your hands to the mat, then you push the mat forward with your hands and you drop the whole body, but still you keep your spine very long. You put your elbows on the mat, you drop your chest, and if you can press your chin to the mat, and if you can't do it, you can just press your forehead towards the mat. Okay? So choose the way you like it. And again, 10 long breaths in this position. Keep pushing the mat with your hands, with your palms. And very slowly, when you have finished, walk your hands back to your knees. Put your hands again next to the whites of the mat. Press them to the mat, press your feet to the mat, and we'll go to the, I think, most famous yoga position, that is the downward facing dog. So we'll lift our knees and we'll straighten our legs, and we'll keep our whole body very strong and very long. So you have long legs, long hands in this position. You keep, at the beginning we keep our heels up in the air, but then we can start dropping them to the mat very slowly, opening the whole back side of our legs, opening the knees. Quite often it happens that we have a pain in our knees when we are trying to open them, so be gentle with yourself, but try pointing your heels towards the mat and try pushing the mat with your hands, and keep breathing. Push away from the mat with your hands and your feet. And now very slowly, join your feet, join your toes, and rest with your head on the mat. Relax completely in this position. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your hands, your wrists. Just press your forehead to the mat and keep breathing very slowly, very gently. And now press your hands to the mat, lift your head, look in between your hands. Again, we'll come back to the downward facing dog, so let's go up. And then we'll move our body forward, we push away from the mat. This is a very well-known position, not only yoga position, it's a so-called plank. So focus on your navel and pull it up towards your spine. Push the mat away from you. Look in between your hands. Lift your thighs. The whole body is very strong in this position. 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop your knees. Kneel, put your hands on your thighs, and then interlace your fingers, and again push the wall in front of you, away from you, and then lift your hands. Open your chest, open the sides of your body. You can sway a little bit, left and right. And now interlace your fingers behind your back, open your chest, lift your hands, keep breathing. And now go forward, put your forehead on the mat, interlace your thumbs and lift your hands as high as you can. So again, in this position, the hands are long, the fingers are long, the neck is relaxed, the whole body is kind of rounded. And your fingertips reach for the sky or the ceiling over you. And now relax your shoulders, your hands. Put them on the floor, on the mat, and relax your whole body. We'll have a short rest in this position, and remember that the child position is a position in which you can always have a rest in yoga. So if you feel that it's a bit too much, a bit overwhelming, and you start suffering, you can just stop, take a stop, and take this position. Okay, and then we'll walk our hands towards the end of the mat. We'll lift our head. We'll slowly walk our hands back. And again, press your hands to the mat, press your feet to the mat, and lift to the downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is also an initial position to many other yoga positions. So it's being repeated throughout the yoga class all the time. And now we'll move to plank once again. And now something for more ambitious of us. So we'll do a side plank. So press your right foot to the mat, press your right hand to the mat, leave your left foot in front of the right one, and stretch your left hands to the sky. This is a pretty powerful position. Many people find it hard, especially women who have usually quite weak shoulders and wrists, but it's also great for your wrists. If you are even more ambitious, you can put your left foot on your right foot. Keep balance. It's not easy in this wind for me. And come back to the traditional plank, and from the plank to downward facing dog. And I will walk over because you won't see me. Don't want you to see me from the back. So again, we'll lift to the downward facing dog, then to plank, and then plank on the left side. Left hand, left foot. Or you can leave your right foot in front of the left one, or just as I said, you can put your right foot on the left, lift your right hand. Push away from the mat, open your chest, and of course keep breathing. Yoga is breathing all the time. Push your left hip from the mat, so don't drop it, but push it up. Okay, and let's go to the plank, to the dog, and let's have a short rest. Knees apart. You can put your forehead on the book and completely relax your shoulders. Take several relaxing breaths. And very slowly, lift your head, walk your hands towards your knees. And now, we'll stand next, very close to the end of the mat, maybe. Oh, welcome to PJ. That's a good end. Okay. And since it's a beautiful day and I'm facing the sun, I thought that I will show you the whole sequence of Surya Namaskar, that is also called as welcoming the sun, right? So sun is slowly, a little bit to the right, but it doesn't matter. So stand with your feet a little bit apart, like maybe your hips width. Okay, and then inhale through your nose, and while inhaling, lift your hands. Lift your hands to the sky, look to the sky or to the ceiling. And while exhaling, drop your whole body down, but keep your legs straight. Drop your head, so your legs are straight and the backs of your knees are open in this position. You press the tips of your fingers to the mat. You can bend your elbows and drop your head as if it was very, very heavy. In fact, it is heavy. Open the backs of your legs. Now inhale, look up to the front, push away from the mat, concave back. Look up and now press your whole hands to the mat and walk to the downward facing dog. Drop your head, push away from the mat. Take several breaths. And now we'll move to the well-known plank. And from the plank, we'll go to the position that's called Chaturanga, which is a log, maybe. Okay, so we'll keep pushing away from the mat, but at the same time, we'll be bending our elbows. We'll just hang over the mat for a moment. If you find it very hot, you can just drop on the mat and lay down for a second, supporting your forehead. And now put your hands next to your ribs, press your hands to the mat, and then lift the whole front of your body. Lift your head, look up, inhale. In an upward facing dog. Now inhale, come back to the downward facing dog. And taking a very long breath, walk your feet up to your hands. Now press your fingertips into the mat, look up, and then again, exhaling, drop your head down. You can get hold of your elbows and just drop the whole body down. Your legs are straight. If you find it very hard to stand with your legs joined, you can just stand a bit wider, then you will find it much easier. Drop your hand. Okay, you can catch your elbows, or you could just put your hands on the mat facing up and just drop your head. There are many variations of this pose. Another one is you can catch your toes with 3 of your fingers, and as you hold the firm grip of your toes, again, look up, open the whole back side of your body, especially your legs, your thighs, and then start bending your elbows and dropping your head towards the mat, very slowly. Several long breaths in this position. And now let go of your toes push away from the mat, look up, exhale, drop your head, if possible, join your feet, and from this position, inhaling, go up to the sky, and then put your hands on your chest. That was the slow version, but now once we know how to do it, we can practice a little more, a little faster. The traditional way of doing Surya Namaskar once a year is like 108 times, so we still have some space for it. So join your feet, drop your shoulders, and now inhale, hands up, exhale, fold forward, drop your head, inhale, look up, exhale, dog, inhale, plank and chaturanga, or just drop to your belly, put your forehead on your hands, press your hands next to your ribs, push away from the mat, look at the sky, inhale, and while exhaling, downward facing dog. 5 long breaths in this position. And now join your feet, bend your right knee, go to the plank with your knee bent, and then push your right foot towards the sky, push away from the mat, drop your head, keep breathing. Keep going down with your head. Stretch the whole back, push away from the mat. And now put your right foot next to the left, bend your left knee, go forward, and then push your left foot up. Keep pushing and stretching, and then put your left foot next to the right one, knees apart, join your toes, and have a rest. You can put your forehead on your hands. That was a pretty ambitious position, so we can have a short rest with our forehead on our hands. So just keep breathing and focus your attention on your heart. Feel the heartbeat. And stay in this position until you feel that your heart has slowed down. Now lift your head, put your hands on the mat, push away from the mat into the downward facing dog again. And now we will walk our hands towards our feet. Now we'll put our hands on our hips and we'll go up in one breath. And here we go. We can start the standing positions, at least a few of them. Okay, so first join your feet, and then you can go into the, you can put your legs wide, or you can jump to this position also, which is a fun way of doing it. And besides, when we jump, we keep the right proportions of the body. So you can just bend your knees a little bit, join your hands, and now jump. And we are in a position we wanted to be in. Now press your legs firmly into the mat, keep your hands on your hips, and now turn your right foot 180 degrees right, but your hips are facing forward, right? So only your foot goes like 180. So now press your feet, keep your hands on your hips, and now spread your hands, spread your arms, take a deep breath, and we start leaning towards the right foot. Again, keep your body long and take care to elongate both sides of your body. So go down, 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 and now at some point you will have to either grab your knee, maybe, depends, or maybe your ankle, or maybe you will be able to put your hand behind your foot. But the safe way is to put your hand around your ankle, then push from this ankle. Do not drop, but just push from it. Take away your left shoulder and lift your right hand towards the sky. And if it's possible for you and your neck, you can look at the thumb of the left hand. And this is a very beautiful position that's called Trikonasana, so a triangle. Remember to push away, do not drop, but push away from your leg. Open your chest, look up. You can just close your eyes and enjoy this position. And in one long inhale, we go up. So we inhale, we push away from the right foot and we go up. We put our hands on the hips, come back with your right foot. You can join your feet for a moment. And now we can jump again or just walk our feet apart. Now looking, facing front and keeping your hands on your hips. Turn your left foot, left 180 degrees. Don't look at your foot, just try to do it automatically. Straighten your both legs, drop your shoulders, open your chest, spread your arms, and we are leaning towards the left foot, left leg. At some point we can grab the ankle, push away from the ankle, and stretch towards the sky. And if possible, look, not very possible with the sun into my face, but try to look at your thumb. Take several deep breaths in this position. And inhaling, go up. Put your hands on your hips, join your feet. And now we'll repeat this position once again, a bit quicker. So feet apart, turn your right foot 100 degrees right. Spread your hands, go into the triangle, grab your whatever, knee, calf, lift your other hand. And now we'll start bending our right knee. We'll put our right hand in in front of our right foot. We push away, the knees bend, and then we'll lift the left hand towards the sky, turn it towards head, and then behind our head. And then we'll stretch very strongly the whole left side of our body. Our shoulder is blocked by the knee, so it makes it easier. And now, breathing in, we come back to Trikonasana. We have to just straighten our right knee. That's Trikonasana. Inhale, exhale, and breathing in, go up. We can join our feet, have a short rest. Again, jump, turn your left foot, spread your hands, spread your arms, Trikonasana. So the triangle. Put your hand in front of your foot. Start bending your knee and right hand over your head. And from under your shoulder you can have a look at the sky or the ceiling. Several breaths and come back to Trikonasana, and with another breath go up. Put your hands on your shoulders, come back to the center, stand with your feet apart, more or less, the same distance as your hips. Okay, and then push your hands forward and start bending your knees into the position that's called Malasana, which is very beneficial for your whole back. You join your hands and then you push your knees from the inside with your elbows. So once you join your hands, you press with one hand, you press with right hand, you press with the left hand, and then your knees go apart and we open the whole groin area. Our back is not suffering anymore. Straighten your back and keep breathing. You can close your eyes. We are slowly wrapping up this session, so there won't be any more torture, just very pleasant, nice positions and activities. So just straighten your back and enjoy your position. And now put your hands behind you and cross your legs. And then sit along the mat. I'll just check our time. Okay. And very slowly we will go down. Open your hands. Hands are facing upwards. Keep your whole body relaxed. Keep your legs crossed. Keep breathing. And now move your arms up. Get hold of your elbows and move them behind your head. And open the whole body to both sides of your body, your chest. Relax your face. Come back. Change your legs. Change the grip of your shoulders. And again, repeat it. Take a long, deep breath. And now stretch your hands, arms along your body. Stretch your legs for a while. And now get hold of your right knee, interlace your fingers, and push your right knee towards your chest. This is a position that has been adapted by stretching. Mind you, yoga is not stretching, not only because the main aim of yoga is not to stretch your muscles, but to stretch your mind and muscles at the same time. So keep pressing your knee towards your chest, relaxing your face, shoulders. Straighten your right leg, And now press your left knee to your chest. Keep breathing. Straighten your left leg. Now put your both feet on the mat. And then walk your hands towards your feet. And if you can reach your feet, just take a firm grasp of them. And if not, just hold the mat next to your feet. And once you hold it really tight, inhale and lift the whole groin area up. So hips up and stretch the whole front of your body. Push away from the mat. Hips are going up with every breath. And now go slowly down, but don't let go of your feet. Just try to join your feet now while holding your ankles. It might be a bit of a challenge, but give it a try. And still holding your feet. Let your knees go down and relax the whole body. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Now, if you are able to, try to still holding your calves, your ankles, come back to the previous positions. So feet apart and hips up. Hips up to the sky. Keep breathing, keep moving your hips upper and upper with every breath. And now very slowly drop the whole body on the mat. Lift your knees, lift your feet as if you're putting them on the ceiling, and grab them and push them down with your hands. Opening your hips. You can again slide a bit. Relax your shoulders and keep pushing your feet down. This will open our hips and the lower part of your spine. Now put your feet on the mat. And grab your right toe with your fingers. So again, get a good hold of your right toe and try to straighten your right leg. And once it's straight, if possible, try to move it out. So we are going towards the grass, the floor, opening the right hip. If you cannot straighten your right leg, don't worry, one day you will, but just keep trying and keep breathing. Slowly come back, bend your right knee. Now grab your left toe, try to straighten your leg, and while holding your toe firmly, keeping your legs straight. We are going toward the mat, the floor, or the grass. You can hold the mat, you can hold your right hip, you can press your right hip with your hand. Now come back with your foot, bend both your knees, pull them towards your chest. Hold them. Keep breathing slowly. And now put your feet on the mat and join your feet, the soles of your feet. Again, knees apart. Lift your hands, stretch your hands, and now very slowly move them behind your head. Stretch your arms, stretch your hips, relax your face. And now very slowly straighten your hands along your body, straighten your legs, and lay flat in this last position that is called Shavasana, so the dead body position. It seems on the surface that this position does nothing to your body, but it's not that. It's not so, because in fact, many of us find it very hard to relax, and after some time we can feel some strange sensations like tingling or stretching or even a little bit of pain. So if you have problems in this position, laying flat, for example with the lower part of your spine, you can lift your legs a bit, so you can either press your feet to the mat, or you can put them on a chair if you have a chair. This will press this part of your spine. But if you are able to just lay flat, straighten your body, stretch your body, and now relax it completely. Relax your face. Focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, then make a pause and exhale also through your nose. Another pause. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale very slowly. And we'll do a series of 5. Inhale, pause, exhale, and pause 5 times in your own time. So make it as slow as you wish. Now when you have finished, move your toes and your fingers slowly. Put your hands on your chest and your stomach. Slowly bend your knees and put your feet on the mat. And very slowly turn to your right side. Do not open your eyes yet. And in your own time, very slowly, push away from the mat or from the grass. You can kneel or you can interlace your feet. Press your hands together. Drop your shoulders, eyes closed, face relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bowing your head in front of your heart. Inhaling, look up, open your eyes. Thank you so much for this session. It was a pleasure for me. Wonderful weather, and I got suntanned probably. I would like to warmly invite you to our maybe some other event devoted to yoga. I'm always open to propositions, so I'd love to hear your feedback after this session. I know it wasn't perfect, but at least we had some stretch. So yes, I'm waiting for the feedback. See you next time. Bye bye.